How's it going, YouTube? Today I'm going to be talking about Star Wars The Last Jedi, which I saw last night. There's a lot of controversy around it, as there usually is for big movies, just people complaining and all that sort of thing. So I guess one of the big things, I'll be talking about some of the big things actually just later in the video. But to start off, there's cicadas in the background, so I hope you guys can hear me. I know it's annoying, but basically when you live in the country, that's just what you have to deal with. So I hope you guys are going really well. As I said, yesterday I watched the Star Wars movie, The Last Jedi. I've always been very into Star Wars, and it didn't let me down, this movie. It was insane. I loved it, and I would definitely recommend it. I'd even go and see it again. I probably will end up going to see it again at some point. It begins pretty much straight after the first movie took off, and it has a fantastic storyline. Disney is really doing a fantastic job with these movies. I think it's been my favourite movie of the year so far. Now, for spoilers, quickly leave if you haven't seen the movie, and if you don't want it to be spoiled, you have about 1 second. So I think it begins in a fantastic place. I feel like these days it's hard for a movie to surprise me, but it was full of surprises the entire way through. I think one part that really took away from it for me was when Yoda showed up. I guess I'm pretty sure it's happened before, but I think it just sort of took me out of the movie. It just was sort of a weird thing that happened, and probably could have not happened, I guess, but it's Star Wars. It was fun, so I guess I can't really complain too much. And I know he was a spirit or whatever, and he wasn't actually real, but it was still a bit cringe, I felt. Aside from that, it had a fantastic humor with laugh out loud jokes regularly. As I mentioned before, fantastic storyline, as I feel when you've made so many similar movies, it's so hard to keep the entertainment levels high when you are essentially doing the same thing over and over. But it was able to do that fantastically. I loved the new creatures like the crystal wolves and the porgs. I guess something I want to talk about is Princess Leia, which is something controversial that I said at the start of the video. I'd talk about. People were complaining that she was basically maybe using the Force or something along those lines to bring herself back to the ship and save herself after she'd obviously had the ship destroyed and she'd floated out into space or whatever. I don't know, it didn't seem to worry me. I guess it's worrying a lot of fans and a lot of people who are quite critical of the movie, but I don't know, it didn't seem to worry me. I guess tell me your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. I think when Kylo Ren double crosses Snoke, you would expect him to maybe be unloyal, as Snoke has been mistreating him during the movie. It's like that whole section is basically before Snoke brings him in with Rey. He's pretty much been rude to him and talking down to him and making him feel like rubbish. So it just is a little bit surprising for some people that he basically did double cross it, that Snoke didn't expect to be double crossed, I guess, after he'd done all that to him. But personally, I think it was a really awesome twist. I didn't personally expect it to happen. I actually thought Rey was going to sacrifice herself to kill Snoke. That just seemed to be what was going to happen. When the lightsaber was moving, I thought she was going to do it, and then just before she died and Kylo Ren killed her, I thought she was going to kill Snoke, but obviously that didn't happen, as you'd know since you've seen the movie. I think I'll finish by saying the final installment to this trilogy of the last few movies is something that I will really be looking forward to. I read something about how the storyline was scripted to mostly involve Princess Leia's story, but I have also heard that it's most likely going to be changed around due to her passing away during this year. I'd rate this movie a 9.5 out of 10. And yeah, I'm hoping to keep doing these movie reviews for you guys. So if you've enjoyed it, please like, please subscribe, and all that. Thank you guys.